Hi students, welcome back to Venkat Gorla lectures. Let's now talk about ciliated epithelial tissue. So ciliated epithelial tissue is of two types. There are two types of this ciliated epithelium. They are called cuboidal ciliated epithelium, cuboidal, and columnar. So cuboidal ciliated epithelium, cuboidal ciliated and columnar epithelium. The ciliated epithelium is mainly the cells having a cells bears a numerous a delicate outgrowths, a finger-like, a hair-like outgrowths are called cilia. So the cells bear numerous delicate hair-like outgrowths called cilia. Having cilia in the cells and the free surface of the cells. So the cells of this the cilia, the free surface of the cells, the cilia are present. So due to the presence of the cilia and the cells, the tissue we can call it as ciliated epithelium. And the basis of the shape of the ciliated epithelium, they are cuboidal. Cells are cuboidal or the cells are columnar. There are two types. They are cuboidal ciliated. If the cells are cube-like shape, it is called cuboidal epithelial tissue. If the cells are long and cylindrical, these are the columnar epithelial tissue. This is called columnar ciliated epithelium. Columnar ciliated epithelial tissue. Now let's take the what is ciliated cuboidal epithelium. Ciliated cuboidal epithelium. The ciliated cuboidal epithelium So this ciliated cuboidal epithelial tissue, as we said that what is there, that the numerous hair outgrowths are present, and the cells of this epithelium, these are the cell, they are lying on lies on epithelium. They lie on basement membrane. Cells are the cube shape. Cells are cube in shape. And the free surface of the cells having cilia. Free surface of the cells have cilia. The cilia are varies in the various from one to numerous. Some of the cells having one cilia, some of the cells having more cilia. The number is varies. So the ciliated epithelium, this is the cilia. This is a cube shape, a cube cell, so it is called cuboidal epithelium. This is called basement membrane. This is called basal lamina. This is fibrous lamina, togetherly called basement membrane. The location of this ciliated epithelium, location, where it is present, the location. The location of the cuboidal epithelial tissue, it present the certain parts of nephron of kidneys, certain part of nephron, certain part of the nephron of the kidneys certain part of the nephrons of the kidneys, and also present in a respiratory tract. That means small bronchioles. Small bronchioles. It is about respiratory tract. And the function of this function, as we said that there are three main concepts while you are discussing of these tissues. Number one is the description, number two is what location, number three is functions. So what are the functions? What does it do? These functions of this ciliated epithelium. The function of ciliated epithelium, it helps in the movement, or transport, or the movement or circulate, transport, the movement or circulate mucus or fluids or the suspended particles, certain suspended particles, in constantly in one direction in respiratory tract. So the movement of the ciliated and cuboidal epithelium, it is helps to circulate the transport, the movement of the mucus or the fluids or suspended particles constantly in one direction in respiratory tract. That means from the respiratory tract, like larynx, bronchi, bronchotrachea, bronchi, bronchioles to the alveoli and lungs. So that means it is to keep on movement. So another important function of this is the pushing out the mucus. Push the mucus towards pharynx. So pushing the mucus toward the pharynx. This is another important. And also another important function of the ciliated cuboidal epithelium is the movement, the pushing or the movement of urine. So the movement of urine, or pushing or releasing of urine from the nephron of the kidneys, from the nephron of the kidney. So these are the specific functions of the ciliated cuboidal epithelium. So ciliated cuboidal epithelium, they are having cilia at the one free surface of the cell. The free surface of the cells having cilia and having nucleus. The cells are cube in shape. They lie upon the basement membrane. And the cilia are the more numerous, the numerous to what the one to more, the one to more numerous. They are the delicate, the hair-like outgrowths. And the location is located in the nephron of the kidneys and the bronchioles. And another important, what are the functions of this cuboidal, ciliated cuboidal epithelium is the movement and transport or circulation of the fluids or the mucus constantly from one direction in the respiratory tract, and also the pushing the mucus from the pushing the mucus toward the pharynx, and also the movement of urine from the nephron to the nephron of the kidneys. So these are the specific functions of ciliated cuboidal epithelium. And another type of epithelium is called as columnar epithelium. Now let's see the columnar epithelium. Ciliated columnar epithelial tissue. Ciliated columnar epithelium, as it shows the diagrammatic representation. ciliated columnar epithelium. So you look at the diagram, is a ciliated columnar epithelium. The cells are long and cylindrical, column-like cells shape, and having cilia. So the free end of the cells have cilia, long. They are the delicate hair-like growths called cilia, and having a nucleus, elongated nucleus, the bottom at the base of these cells. And this ciliated columnar epithelium is present lying on basal membrane. The ciliated epithelium, certain cells of ciliated epithelial cells are having mucus, so it is called the goblet cells of the goblet cells. So goblet cells are the mucus cells. The ciliated columnar epithelial tissue, its location. So the location, that means what we can say the ciliated columnar epithelium. The cells are a column-like in shape, columns like shape, so it is called ciliated columnar epithelium. So having cilia, so the column-like cells, it is ciliated columnar epithelium, and it lies on basement membrane, a basement membrane. This is a common point. It having nucleus, elongated nucleus at the base of a cell, and the basement membrane, as we all know, there are two parts, the basal lamina and fibrous lamina or reticular lamina. Now the certain cells of this, certain ciliated columnar cells, ciliated columnar cells having the mucus. So the mucus secretes mucus, or else we can say certain ciliated columnar cells, ciliated columnar cells secretes mucus, so these are called mucus cells or goblet cells. Goblet cells, mucus cells are the goblet cells. And the location of these ciliated cuboidal location of this are located mainly in the fallopian tubules, a fallopian tubule or oviduct of female reproductive system, of female reproductive system. And also been found in, these are also present ventricles of the brain, very important, many of them not been identified. Ventricles of brain, ventricles of the brain, like first ventricle, second ventricle, third ventricle, four ventricles are in the brain, that is called ventricles of the brain. And also been present in the central canal, a central canal of spinal canal, spinal canal of spinal cord. So inside the spinal cord, middle of the spinal cord, there is a canal is present, which is called a spinal canal. In this spinal canal, so these hair-like structures of hair-like outgrowths of columnar cells having hair-like projections is called spinal cord. This is very important. So usually many of them know the fallopian tubule is present. In addition to that, present the ventriculus of the brain, and then central canal of spinal cord, or we can say central canal of the spinal cord. Central canal of spinal cord. We can say that central canal of spinal cord. So this is very important. This is the location. Now coming to the functions. So what are the functions of this as we said that the functions of the ciliated columnar epithelial tissue, it's mainly concerned, as we said, that it is present in the oviduct or fallopian tubule. It helps to movement of the what? It helps to what? The movement. It helps to movement of fertilized egg, ovum, fertilized egg or ova, ovum into the uterus. Into the uterus is a very important point. Into the uterus. So, after the fertilization takes place in the fallopian tubule. So, once this ovum is released to the fallopian tubule, in where the fertilization takes place. After the fertilization or before the fertilization, that is helps to movement. The movement of egg cell, the movement of ova into this fallopian tubule with the help of the ciliated columnar epithelium into the uterus. So another important point, as we said, that present the ventricles, the movement of what? Spinal ventricles of brain and spinal canal. So it helps to movement, a very important point, it helps to movement of CSF, cerebrospinal fluid. The movement of circulation, the distribution of the cerebrospinal fluid, cerebrospinal fluid. Cerebrospinal fluid in a spinal canal to the spinal cord, the supplement of nutrients, as well as the ventricles of brain. So these are the two main functions. So let's see once again. So ciliated columnar epithelium. So why we can call it ciliated columnar? Mean the cells are long and cylindrical column-like cells. So and having cilia in the free surface of the cells, and certain cells of the ciliated columnar epithelium having secretes mucus. So it is containing mucus cells, the goblet cells. And as you all know, the ciliated epithelial tissue is lie upon basement membrane. Another tissue is called basement membrane. And then it is having nucleus, elongated nucleus present the base of the cells. And the location is the fallopian tubules, the ventricles of the brain, and central canal of spinal canal. And also one more important point, it is also been found in, so location not only the fallopian tubules, ventricles of the brain, and it is also been found in auditory meters, or we can call it as external auditory canal of external ear. And the other one is called middle ear cavity, also present the middle ear cavity. Middle ear cavity, tympanum of middle ear cavity, tympanum of middle ear cavity. Meters of the canal, auditory canal of external ear, and the middle ear cavity of tympanum, tympanic cavity of middle ear. So middle ear cavity and tympanic cavity of middle ear. So these are the what location. The functions, as we said, that the movement of ova in the fallopian tubule, or else we can say the fertilized egg is moved into the uterus, the fallopian tubule, with the help of the ciliated columnar epithelial tissue. And also the movement of circulation, the distribution of cerebrospinal fluid in the brain ventricles, as well as the spinal canal of the spinal cord. So this is about the functions of this ciliated columnar epithelial tissue. I hope you all understand this. If you like this video, please share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.